I called him right when we were giving serious consideration. He said, "Scott, don't you worry about these dealerships. Don't you? This is the right thing. You run, you run." And he's taking good care of our stores. You know, thank you, James. Some of you know I had the great privilege of being raised by a fella who's still doing wonderful at 87 years old. His name is Rigell, and my mother's Catherine Rigell. She drove the school bus. Dad worked out at the Cape. And Dad's an Iwo Jima veteran, World War II, and just a wonderful, godly man. And set a fine example for me. I wanted to be like Dad when I got out of high school. And so in the summer of 1978, I went to that little all-inclusive resort off the coast of South Carolina, Paris Island. They have the meal plan there. They've got the activity plan. You don't have to wonder what you're going to do that morning. They get you up and they tell you about it. So it's a wonderful experience. I'm very proud of my 6 years of service in the reserves, and you know, Providence did not call upon me to be in harm's way. And you always wonder, why are some called to serve in harm's way and some aren't? But I knew when I saw our country going sideways, it truly was the Marine Corps motto that just deeply moved me and said, you know, we must meet our obligation to the next generation of Americans. It is those Latin words, and I know there's one Marine behind me, maybe another one or two out here. Those Latin words, semper fidelis, always faithful to family, always faithful to a fellow Marine, and always faithful to my country. And I know you stand with me. We have the DNA of an American within us. It is a proud heritage. We stand on the shoulders of good men and women like my father and your grandparents and those you could know in your DNA. You have the DNA of an American patriot within you. As the governor so often refers to it, of Patrick Henry, give me liberty or give me death. These men and women at their very core understood that freedom is not free. Paid for at a terrible price. We must honor that sacrifice and meet the deep obligation we have to the next generation of Americans. And as I look out, and we also, and as part of that, meet the obligation we have to our veterans, I want to thank a couple of veterans who are standing with us in this race. Captain Ben Loyola, Scott Taylor, two fine Americans who said, "Scott, this is bigger than you. This is bigger than me. We will stand with you and make sure you get over the finish line." And General Burt Mitsuzawa and Jessica Sandlin, too. They are wonderful Americans, and those names resonate with you because they were all in our primary, and they've just done everything they could to get us across the finish line. And Terry and I will forever be grateful for that. So we're excited about tomorrow. We look forward to tomorrow. I think, I'll give you a little hint. Operation Domination. I tell you, whether it's signs, whether it's new media, whether it's messages, events, fundraising, we just poured ourselves into this. You're pouring yourselves into this. Victory on November the 2nd. Victory for the American people.